Alright, Rick Wooler came back again, another toy review. This time we're looking at Bandai's 6-inch Cheetara figure from the Thundercats line. Now, don't know if you know this, but a few months back, all the Thundercats figures ended up at Home Bargains, a cheapo store here in the UK. On discount rate, 3 3/4 inch figures were sold off at £1 each. These ones sold off £2. Picked up a load of them. Opened a lot of them already, kept a few back for review purposes. This is one such figure. Now, I actually really liked the cartoon and I think it's a shame that it's finished so soon. Didn't like it as much as the original, but then I grew up with the original, what do you expect? But yeah, shame it wasn't picked up. Probably get into more of my reasons for that when I get onto the 3 3/4 inch figure reviews. Essentially, I fear they overpacked Mumra in the packs. Did the same with Skeletor for the He-Man revival. So, ended up letting me get them cheap, so I really shouldn't complain too much. But, yeah, let's get on with the review. Right, Cheetara in packaging, artwork of the figure within, nameplate, warning choking hazard on the front, back of the box, shows off the figure within, more artwork up the top here, showing off the weapon, showing off the 2 classic figures in the 6-inch scale, sticker over the other figures available, which seems a bit daft, but still, you can see the top of Lino's head, Mumra and Tigra. Not exactly amazing, but hey, does the job. So let's crack the figure open, see what it's like within. I have my trusty knife. Because I'm well aware that these figures well secured on packet. I, however, fear no security. Now, just taking a look at the inside of the box a second. Very cool Thundercats logo there. I must admit, I do really like that. But now discarding the box, taking a look at the figure within. Fold out the character sheet, paper with the character on it. Oh, looks like there's a couple of ties that will need snipping. Again, bugbear for modern toys. How well secured they are. But with my trusty scissors and knife, I fear no security. I do, however, fear creating this mess all over the table. We'll have to tidy them up later. But in the meantime, let's take Cheetara out of packaging. Put the accessory aside for the moment, we'll have a look at that shortly. Meantime, let's stand Cheetara up, see how she is. Struggling to stand her for the moment. But yeah, take a look. Very few details on the hair with the black spots. As you can see on the artwork for the figure. Shows a few black spots in there. The original series she had loads in the hair. And this couple of orange dots here. The articulation is very tight on this figure. Which is part of the reason I struggled to stand to start with. Now I've loosened it up, it's a lot easier. So let's have a quick look at the sculpt. Face sculpt. Very anime, like it, very much like in the series. Costume, straight out of the series. Little details such as the ankle and wrist hoops stand out well. Thundercat insignia looks good. Like on the original figure from the 80s, very small insignia. Haven't noticed any paint bleeds. In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say that I don't believe there are any. Now, I've heard a few people complain about these figures that the pins are too obvious in the shoulders, elbows, knees, etc. And yeah, I kind of see their point. Not a lot you can do about it, but yeah, you notice them. Be nice if you didn't. But it's not a big deal to me. It's fine as it is. The face, looking at it, the face looks slightly flat. But other than that, no complaints. Looks good, looks like it should. Yeah, good figure. Good paint job. Good sculpt. As I say, minor complaint, no black dots on the hair. I might add them later. Probably not, because that'll spoil the figure. Articulation. Head can go up and down ever so slightly. Turns, but the hair severely hampering the hair and collar, in fact, severely hampering the movement. Arms, up and down at the arms, forward backwards, elbow cut, wrist swivel. Chest swivel at the upper torso there, just below the breasts. Legs can move outwards, forwards, backwards. Knee bends, ankle bends, ankle rocker. Good amount of articulation actually. No holes in the feet, so if you've got a figure stand, no good for it. I've just noticed the pins in the ankle here, hidden really nicely in with the sculpt, so maybe they're getting there. Or maybe they were getting there by the end of the line. Plenty of point of articulation, so you can... Oh, there's an upper thigh swivel as well. See what kind of poses we can get out of her. Not so much that action pose. And again, because there's no figure stand and no way to pose her on a figure stand, she'll fall over. You can't get in good running poses or anything like that. Her legs are built to be able to go on running poses. She's got the articulation for it, just no way to stand up. Which is a great shame. Onto the sole accessory, a big stick. Fit comfortably in either hand. Get some good two-hand poses, it seems. So yeah, that's nice. Can pose her with her staff very well. Fits really comfortably. Yeah, good weapon, good look. Just a shame there aren't better ways to display her with such, just by including a figure stand, or even just a pin so you could put her on a figure stand. Minor complaint, I know. If you're just playing with her, then that's not an issue. But yeah, as a collector, it's a niggle. Not a perfect figure, but not a bad figure. You can find her cheap. Definitely worth picking up if you're a Thundercats fan. Well worth picking up. I'd recommend this figure strongly, even with its slight problems. Right, see you.